What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another great edition of Fundayz Sports. This is episode 8, brought to you live from the Alpha Juliet studio. We got Big Fish in the house.
Hello.
Frosty.
What's up, buddy?
How you feeling, brother?
Feeling pretty good.
Happy
good day.
Sunday. Sunday Fundayz.
Fundayz. It's a great day today. Nice, bright, sunny day. Wind's a little breezy, but
right,
it's South Dakota, man.
Every day is a fun day.
Exactly.
There you go. Make sure you listen every day of the week, not just on Sundays. Today we're going to talk about a ton of great topics. I'm going to pull that list up real quick because I'm a fuck up. Today we're going to talk about our Lincoln Kienholz live signing event. Everybody did a great job with that. Alan, you had some one-on-one time with him, his dad, a couple of different people in the crowd.
His mom should have been on there too.
Should have been. We'll get her soon. What's her name?
Casey.
Casey, we're going to get you on the podcast soon at some point. We're going to work on that one. But it was a great event. Had a ton of fun down there, and then enjoyed having Justin Cowart on our podcast as well from the player's perspective. We might have some more stuff coming up with him soon. But in the meantime, we're going to talk a little more about happenings in Agar. So yesterday we had a big day in Agar. Had the Potter County Pink Ladies Dart Tournament over at the Agar Fire Hall. That was a good time.
Yeah.
We also had the Little Sprouts Golf Tournament out at the golf club that I worked at, which was also very fantastic.
Explain what the Pink Ladies, the money raised, what does that go to?
So the money raised from the Pink Ladies Dart Tournament, they're giving it out to cancer survivors and people who are fighting cancer and their families as they go throughout that battle and that challenge. So that was one great thing, is obviously as a volunteer fire department, volunteer is the key word.
Yep.
None of us do it for free. So we had the opportunity to open up our fire hall and then allow them to come in. Had a great event, raised a ton of money, a ton of awareness.
Yeah, brought in a bunch of dartboards and had bar and food and pretty good turnout. I think 50-some people, 52 people, I think, were the amount of throwers, so pretty decent turnout.
Yeah, definitely good turnout.
Yeah, really goes to a good cause, helps pays for those expenses that people don't think about when it comes to cancer treatment.
No, they really don't. It's just the day-to-day. It's not just lost wages. It's not just what you're putting into, like, actually going to the doctor, but your medications.
Hotel rooms, fuel.
Yeah,
food.
Big time out here.
Just the
That's
day-to-day
one thing that
living.
a lot of people don't think
Yeah,
about.
they're just it's a good organization that they do a lot for cancer survivors and cancer patients.
So we'll get back to that soon, but we also had a great fire call. We're going to touch a little bit on the Stanley Cup playoffs, Game 7 winners, my Dallas Stars. Hell yeah, brother. Touch a little bit on Stanley Cup playoffs. Well, Stanley Cup playoffs, but then also NBA playoffs. Thank you, Frosty, for all of your wonderful feedback and everything that you do.
You're welcome, buddy.
Cocksucker. I was going to touch on 100 men versus 1 silverback gorilla. We have episode 30 of, Jesus. We have episode 2 of Breaking 30 that went out. We're going to talk about a little bit on our individual games. Frosty's got some new irons as well as a new driver coming in.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
Alan, we're going to start working on some stuff. We're going to have your insight on the new R7 mini driver.
Yeah.
Really disappointing.
Save it.
Save it.
Say that.
And then next week, we're going to be live from the Blue Goose Sports Bar and Grill from Oneida, South Dakota.
Hell
so we're going
yeah.
to have a ton of fun there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time. It's a
Clark
cool
Jordan
bar.
Will be our primary guest throughout that duration.
Yeah.
He's going to talk a little bit about his sports memorabilia collection as well as the Gray's Able Draft Day. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. We're cooking and booking.
We
Yeah,
got the
and you
skillet
can
on.
also-
We're frying some stuff up.
The Blue Goose will be fun because I'm a VL investor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Nice. Nice.
What, just on the amount of bush lights that you buy?
Yeah. Well, I imagine Clark will let us drink for free, so we don't got to buy anything. Shout out
Well,
Clark Jordy.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
So let's get back to the old Lincoln Kienholz signing event. Obviously, that was our last episode for everybody who's been listening, but I think we had a great time.
Yeah, it was really fun to get down there and see all the people show up for it and getting to meet Lincoln and talking to him. Stand-up guy. Wish him the best, and it's going to be fun growing forward with this deal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the, like you said, he's in the position that he needs to be in right now.
Yeah.
Bingo. With all the opportunity in the world ahead of him. You had a little more one-on-one time with him, Alan.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what kind of was that like?
I just kind of talked about, his daily life, his football practice, what a day in his life looks like at Ohio State. And, he's there, he talked about his workouts and, it's a job.
Yeah.
Very serious job.
Yeah, it's a full-time job.
And he fits in golf when he can.
Yep.
That's the even better part. So hopefully we've got an episode coming up with him where we'll do a nice little Breaking 30 challenge featuring Lincoln Kienholz. Shout out to him. He's got a hell of a fight coming up going at Ohio State. I still don't know the name of the guy who transferred in from Alabama, but all I know is that he's enemy number one as far as against who I'm cheering for right now. Obviously, they're on the same team. We want him to grow and develop, and whatever Lincoln does will be a great deal. But, you're always rooting for the hometown guy.
Heck yeah. You're always shooting for that dude, man. You want to see somebody from the area make a name for themselves. It's fun to watch.
It just goes back to that, like you said, like, put the time in, no matter where you're at. Especially nowadays with the old social media. If you don't get noticed, it's because you didn't try.
Shout out,
Right.
practice.
Big shout out, practice. Oh, what else? So we had the Pink Ladies Dart Tournament. We talked a little bit about that. That was a fun ordeal. We got started there, at about 11 p.m.?
Yeah, it was about 11:15 or so.
Started at 2 p.m.?
Yep. Fried up some burgers, some cheeseburgers for everybody, and some pulled pork sandwiches.
Frosty's Burgers.
Yeah, I've got the Blackstone fried up or fired up there, and yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it turns out Frosty's Burgers are better than Bob's.
Not Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers?
I had a sensitive note. Frosty's favorite show is Bob's Burgers.
Bob's
He's
Burgers.
an expert on all of the episodes and all of the doings. What you got, Big Fish?
No, just looking. No big deal.
Huh?
I'm just out here kind of in my own little space again.
Okay, yeah.
What the fuck? We're on a podcast right now.
Sorry, man.
This
Well,
ain't time for Allen Island, man.
I lived on it last episode.
I know you did.
You
You,
did.
little
We
hut.
got to bring you back in.
you had the
Made
full
a nice
episode.
little fort that I could live in.
Yeah. You had a
Survival
hut.
is the key.
Oh, hut. You had a
Last
coconut
episode,
stash.
You poor soul. You couldn't hear anything.
No.
You could have been playing cribbage on the
Yeah.
other side.
I went back to Frosty's book. They talked about them guys living on that island by themselves. And I
Yeah.
was like, I can survive this. Frosty gave me the tools.
You can learn from history, man.
Frosty's toes to survive on a private island.
As I'm
Not
out
a-
here.
It was. I couldn't hear just because there were so damn many people that came to the event to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good
Signed,
problem to run into.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a terrible problem. All in all, it was still a win.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And you got the one-on-one.
Got the one-on-one with the mom, the dad, and the kid.
We had
Yeah.
old Kelby on there.
Had Kelby on there.
Hell yeah, Kelby was on there.
We had our man in the 12 jersey.
Yep.
Yep. Oh man, that kid was so. I've never seen anybody hyped up so much to win something. Like that's
You're
what I
not
look like
kidding.
when I get my Powerball numbers, man.
Man, he was invested, man.
Oh.
He was ride or die. Whoever that kid chooses for a team in life,
Yeah.
for sports,
They got
Pac-12, if you're listening, how about them Cowboys?
Miami, don't do it, man. They're gonna break your heart every year.
I mean, the Buccaneers have the most lethal offense that NFL probably might be in history this year. Jesus, it's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I bet the Dolphins are getting nervous right now.
That's a very interesting sports take. The Buccaneers offense
The Buccaneers offense. Did you
as the most lethal team in the
that
league.
wide receiver core they got going for him now? Mopes.
Doesn't matter if you can't block.
Yeah.
We got Baker Mayfield back there. He
Can run around. He doesn't need to block.
for himself.
He played in the Big 12. He don't care about blocking.
Shit.
He just runs,
That
man.
guy's a baller.
On the bill. Baller. Shot caller.
20-inch blades on the Impala.
Holla.
My kids' favorite song.
Was it?
Yeah, they love that song.
Thank God you have good kids. If you're going to have kids, thank God that they're enough culturally inclined to really appreciate the true arts of our generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there was good music.
Yeah, like you guys want to listen to Led Zeppelin? No, man.
Dude, it took 2 people to write fucking Stairway to Heaven. It took 18 people to write Wet Ass Pussy.
Who?
It makes no sense to me.
What's your point?
My point is music has gone downhill like a motherfucker.
WAP is the best song that was ever created, so I don't understand what you're trying to say right now.
Oh, dude.
I was reading with what you're talking about.
WAP is a generational star.
It's a generational song. I'm sorry, who are the Beatles?
You were talking about Black Sabbath. When you were talking about writing songs.
Yeah.
When he was talking about one of the albums that they wrote for Black Sabbath, he showed up with a cereal box full of cocaine, and the cocaine was done, and the album was complete.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you're hoping for.
And then
when you bring a Wheaties box full of cocaine to a recording studio, I guess.
Guess what? We're banging out an encyclopedia tonight, boys.
we
Shout
went
out
to
Black
one of his
Sabbath if you want to sponsor that.
Generals gathered in their masses.
And it was so great because it's in Rapid City in January, so just ass cold, you know.
Yeah.
And we sit up the first row in the balcony, which is a great seat. And a couple of my other buddies were like, "Dude, we have front row seats." What they didn't know is that he had a water cannon and a foam cannon.
Oh.
And at one point, everybody on the floor, all you could see was their eyes. They were just covered in foam. And it's like 40 below to zero outside. And then you could see that he was reading his music. And the buddy that was with me, he's like, "Bullshit." I was like, "What's bullshit?" He's like, "The guy's reading his fucking music. He's not even singing." I was like, to be fair with you, there's probably a 25-year span of Ozzy's life that he don't even know about.
Dude, the amount of drugs that guy has done
Oh, but he sang like a bird.
was enough to kill.
Do you think he didn't go off the rails on the crazy train?
How do you think he wrote that song?
That was a wild. That was a great.
Do you think he didn't go off the rails?
Yeah, when seeing him, Rob Zombie opened up for him.
Yeah.
That was a banger of a night.
Ozzy, he's funny to watch. Like, just how you can't understand how he talks. And then all of a sudden he gets up there, he's like, "Mr. Crowley!"
Oh,
Ding, ding, ding.
sounded amazing.
Yeah.
Do you think that he wished that his career exploded to the point of counting crows? Counting crows.
Mr. Johnson.
It's one of the most underappreciated songs. I love Counting Crows. Great bands.
Great bands.
They're not in the same echelon as Black Sabbath, though.
What? What kind of preposterity are you saying?
Okay, that's like saying the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is going to have... It's like,
rigged.
this year we have Black Sabbath opening for Counting Crows. And you're like, what?
Didn't they induct Lil Wayne?
Yeah, that's very true.
I just said Lil Wayne. I've never felt
Lil.
lighter in my life. His name's Lil Wayne.
Lil.
Sorry, gang.
Gang, gang, buzz, buzz.
Yeah, so, like, how much credibility does the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame have at this point? Number one, it's in Cleveland. Like,
They have a song about it. It's called Cleveland
the
Rocks.
hottest rock and rolls in Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland rocks.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ohio. Shout out Drew Carey and the Drew Carey Show that no children actually know what it was.
Great show. It was a great show.
Bring the Drew Carey Show back to streaming?
I bet you can find it on Hulu.
When you just said
Fact check.
When you just said this, the whole Mandela effect. The kid sitting in front of me in church this morning has the Burnt Stain Bears book.
Oh, that bullshit.
I could A-I-N at the end of it. I'm pretty sure when I grew up it was E-I-N.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd throw that out.
Yeah, that's a whole episode on itself right there. The Mandela effect.
Let's launch into it. I don't know much about this, so I want you guys to mitigate both of your points.
I can't even, until I go back to my mom and dad's place.
It's not on Hulu, the Drew Carey.
Until I go back to my mom and dad's place, because I know that we have some of the Bernstein Bear books in the basement and an ottoman. And, I mean, that was quite a while ago, so maybe they're not there anymore, but I swear to you that it was the E-I-N, not the A-I-N. It's not the Burnt Stain Bears. It was the Bernstein.
Bernstein Bears, yeah.
I don't know.
Did we all of a sudden get it a lot less embracing?
Well, there was
Jewish community.
The same thing about the Fruit of the Loom logo on how
with
the cornucopia.
And they did find one.
Yes.
Cornucopia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that lady searched until she found an old shirt.
In a closet that had it on there.
Not just the fruit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry. That's
my thing with a lot of these Mandela effects, right? Who fucking cares?
Oh, it just weirds me out.
No, it is it
weirds me out that they're wanting to change shit. And why? What's the point of it?
Yeah, but who fucking cares? Jesus, does that put gas in your car? Does that put food on your table?
No, but it gives me something to do when I'm driving around all day with nothing to do. See? Gotta remember, my job, gives me a lot of time
to
think about dumb shit.
Yeah.
You gotta go through it.
Yeah. So you just plow through it, you're just... And then you'll call people and be like, hey. I mean, we do talk a lot on the phone, but if you're not talking to anybody, you got so much time to just...
Yeah. You can go down a rabbit hole pretty quick. You can go down a
rabbit hole in your own brain.
Oh, yeah.
But the Mandela effect, what that makes me feel like, in every aspect, whatever they were promoting, the marketing worked.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it.
It's in your hair.
Yeah.
No, I no, 100%, because now you're like, wait a minute, I'm going to buy this book.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go home and find my old book, because now I'm like, and then you can be like,
told you so. You got a big win.
That would be a big win for me.
It was a $15.99 win. Paperback, baby.
Paper.
Fundayz Sports Children's books coming to you soon. I can't wait until we just jack up the logo on them. We'll pull the little parachute man out of there, and then people will be like, this is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Don't hit the fucking ball.
Don't hit it.
White pill, red pill, blue pill.
Red pill.
What do you want to do, Joshua?
We could do audiobooks and Tony Turkmenekos.
Oh my God.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear.
Fuzzy
Wuzzy had no hair. Was Fuzzy Wuzzy Willy Fuzzy?
What? No.
What was he?
Well, he might have been.
Was he?
Was he? I mean,
turns out he was bikini waxed. Wesh.
So, we had a fire call yesterday.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Right in the middle of a dart tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, we're bartending and serving food and everything, and all of a sudden the pager goes off, and first thought was, I'm like, oh, that's a weird time for a test page, and I look up, I'm like, yeah, it's not the test page.
Ain't no test, homie. I looked down at my Apple Watch while I was out at a unnamed golf club working on the end of a tournament. And as soon as that went off, I came and I started driving my old pickup, just driving 100 miles an hour back towards Agar. Got the flashers on, trying to do the right thing.
Yep.
Also trying to make it there.
Got Waylon Jennings on. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm.
Been in trouble with
Just
the
getting
law
here.
since the day they was
Just
born.
getting here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, fortunately, there weren't too many firefighters that were getting whiskey bent and hellbound before I got back to the fire hall, so then I ran in, tried to grab my gear, and then we got our chief sitting back behind the bar who was participating in the dart tournament, and he said, "Hey, we're good!"
Yeah.
I barely hear him over the music and then all the hens in the hen house.
Yeah.
So I put my stuff back, then go back to the backside. You know the next thing we did, Frosty?
What's that?
We grabbed some water bottles, we grabbed some Powerades, cleared out all the beer, cleaned that up out of the beer coolers, and then we made sure that we had ice down, Powerade, and water for our faithful firefighters who actually
Appreciate
went
that.
out
They
on
were
that
delicious. Call. They were nutritious and delicious and refreshing.
Well, it was for you.
I appreciate it.
Because of you, I never strayed too far from the sidewalk.
Because of you, I never learned to stay. I always learned to stay on the safe side so I don't get hurt.
Kelly Clarkson,
I
bro.
fucking murdered
What are
that,
you missing,
dude.
Kelly Clarkson?
I fucking...
That's why we do this shit live.
That song was a fucking 20-year-old girl, and I was Ted Bundy, dude. I murdered the fuck out of that thing.
But you had such
Fucking
compassion
OJ did.
going into it. Like, you were going to rock this fucker. And
I just couldn't
then
get
you
the
were
word.
like, talking on CV just kind of trailed off.
I
there.
couldn't.
Look,
find the
if
word.
you're going to be wrong, be 100% wrong. I'm all
If you're
for
gonna
it.
fuck up
Oh,
hard.
no, hey, that's, you know, like,
Jesus,
you're
now my
listening
hand
to a
is fucking
song and
cooler.
you've been saying the right word for 20 years, then you look at the lyrics and realize it's the wrong word. Man.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm good.
Old Elton John, Tiny Dancer. Cheap cologne, motorhome, provolone.
This
Yeah,
next 15
I thought that
seconds
was
is
Hold
brought
Me
to you by
Closer.
Busch Light.
Tony Danza.
Ooh,
Going
hold
for
me
Tony
closer,
Danza.
Tony Danza. Yeah, you know he's the boss, man.
Be good.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Tony, old Elton wants to hold you a little closer tonight here, but
Oh, man.
What do you got in your pocket? It's a Tiny Dancer.
So Tiny Dancer.
His name's Armando. Armando, what are you doing here?
You should be in there.
This isn't the Cordillera del Condor mountain range in scenic Peruvian Andes Mountains.
oh man.
We got so much backstory to Tony T's and C's. God, this guy needs to have an entire TV show at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Stanley Cup playoffs. The Stars. Dallas. Stars. Dallas. Stars. God, that was a hell of a game. We had a Game 7 last night. I know you guys didn't watch that.
No,
It came
actually,
down to Game 7.
I did watch quite a bit of it on Snapchat. I had a friend that flew in, went and watched it.
Oh, nice. Who was he cheering for?
Dallas.
Attaboy. Good. That
I think
means
they
I don't
originated
hope
in
that his wife and
Minnesota.
children die.
Did they?
Yeah, they came from Minnesota.
Yeah, originally,
Yeah.
1992.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Made the transition officially for the 93 season, 93-94 season, and became the Dallas Stars instead of the Minnesota North Stars. And you know what that brought the city of Dallas?
Ice hockey.
Mike Modano.
Oh, Mike Modano, the best American-born hockey player.
We'll see where Austin Matthews ends up his career, but hell yeah,
Oh,
brother.
I suppose
and the
Gretzky's
Fat
Canadian,
Chucks.
isn't he?
No, yeah, Gretzky's
Yeah.
Maple syrup guzzler.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, oh, what
Yeah.
about? I'm like, oh yeah, he's a
So
Canadian.
when Canada becomes the 51st state, does that mean that Wayne Gretzky is the greatest American-born hockey player of all time?
Boy. Mindbender.
That's something that administration's going to have to deal with, you know.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out. It's going to be huge.
I steal tariffs and I raise
be the best.
ours 50% of yours.
I feel like Alberta's going to be the 51st state, and they're going to tell the rest of Canada to get fucked.
Toronto and Alberta?
Nope. Calgary is.
I don't want Calgary.
But Alberta's got...
I want Toronto. I'll trade them Detroit. I'll trade them Detroit for Toronto
we'll just give
right
Detroit
now.
for just default. Like,
No. I'm not giving up an NFL franchise to those damn maple-sucking Canadians just for nothing. We can get the Maple
We're not just getting anything for nothing. Alberta has 90% of all of Canada's liquid gold underneath the dirt. The minerals. They can get their own football team.
And they got that
they do have their
Alberta
own
grass-fed
football team.
beef.
Have you ever watched the CFL?
That's fucking wild.
It's terrible.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Saskatoon. I can't remember what they are. I've watched it.
Is there the Manitoba Jets?
3 downs, man. Those boys got to be hiking that. They got to be getting it.
I'm really stretching. Alberta.
Yeah,
I want to say there's
punt
Argonauts.
over the line of scrimmage and recover it for a first down.
Yeah, you better get on that bitch.
The end zone is 20 yards long.
Oh, yeah.
The goalposts are still at the goal line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that goalpost part.
Yeah, there's some
You
weird
got like better
scoring
than the
points to it.
CFL, the Arena Football League.
That's actually pretty fun to watch.
That's good shit. Shout out Kurt Warner, Iowa Barnstormers. Shout out Sioux Falls Storm.
Yep.
They used to have Rapid had a couple teams when we were little, growing up. It was like the best entertainment because you get $5 tickets.
Yeah, just kind of an action-packed little.
But Rapid, like, if you're not like if you bring in like a little sports franchise to Rapid,
Yep.
and they're not good right away. Fairweather fans, nobody goes.
Yeah.
So I remember when the Rush won the CHL Cup or whatever it was. Man, I had season tickets, and people would be calling you like, "Dude, you gonna use your tickets? You gonna use your tickets?" I'm like, yeah, I'm using my goddamn tickets. Then they fell off a cliff,
Yeah.
Nobody showed up. You couldn't even give your tickets away because Rapid's either you better be good or we're not supporting.
Yep.
Wow. That's really good insight to ever bring an NHL, NBA, NFL, any type of franchise to the Dakotas ever. Make sure that you're a Fairweather fan.
Oh, definitely.
They are hockey fans though now, like because it's trickled down. Like Rush has trickled down to I think their high school hockey team won the 2A national title this year.
Nice.
From
So
Rapid.
they were good, now they care?
Well, that's the high school. It's really trickled down because now all these kids want to play hockey.
It's a good thing.
Shout out
I
to
don't
we have to be
disagree with
rich
playing
though.
hockey.
Yeah.
Makes a really hard, athletic individual.
Ooh. Yeah,
Don't
you're not
blame
playing
them.
that fucking sport half-ass.
No.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I don't
funny.
need to. I never tried to balance my shitty ankles on a blade, but a normal person that can do that stuff, yeah.
I can skate real
Dude,
well.
if you tied your skates right, you'd have a lot more fun than you ever thought you would have.
Yeah.
Because if you have shitty ankles and a good pair of skates, like, it totally locks in your ankle to a slightly press forward motion. It's better than any tape job you could ever have for the football field.
Yeah, because
Oh, really?
I got Nike Speed Vapors. You put them in the oven, and then you put them on your feet, and then you form
Nike
them. Nike Bauer, whatever they are.
You got to shout out Bauer on that one.
They're nice. And yeah, once they're heated up, you just mold them right to your foot.
Lace them up. You got to lace them up tight, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't have a half-assed lace job.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The lace job on a hockey skate, I think, is the most important part of it. Just, you can have a shitty skate that's already molded to your foot and totally lace it up, and as long as the blades are sharp, you're going to have a good time. Yeah, the best skate in the world, and if you don't tie them correctly and really get your foot locked into where it needs to be at, you're going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
Ankles aren't supposed to bend in a hockey boot.
Ooh. That's why they let your knee blow out.
Hmm.
But you can still skate with a blown out knee.
You can.
That's the best part.
Really?
Yeah. You can't run with
maybe,
that shit.
Maybe we get you on skates?
I'm good. I'm more of a ground, dry,
More of a...
solid base.
Next year I'm gonna try and start a series. We're gonna get you some hockey skates and then take you out to old Cottonwood when it's iced over, and we're gonna do some ODR skating lessons.
Oh,
Dude.
I got your back, brother.
Yeah.
I got your
I
back.
broke my back falling over in a bar. I don't need to add speed.
You don't even drink anymore.
Yeah.
Is that why
I
you
don't
quit
need to
drinking?
add speed to the equation.
No,
You literally broke your back.
Yeah.
that's not why you quit drinking.
Oh.
It was
That's
a
good.
contributing factor, but
Wow.
It's part of the game.
Little back break here and there. Like, that's shit you pay for, man. Like, when you're trying to be excellent at what you're doing, I've never been an alcoholic, but man, I'm super competitive when I get into a bar. Like, and I want to drink the most.
yeah.
Then you feel like hell.
Alcoholism has a lot of meanings in today's world.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that aren't alcoholics, but they just drink every night.
Oh, yeah. Alcohol's not the problem.
Yeah.
Turns out what's going on the inside of your brain is the goddamn problem.
Yeah, shout out therapy. Shout out mental health.
Work
Get it
through
fucking taken
no
care of.
shit.
No, I'm not talking to psychologists because that's for weak people.
Hey, it's
That's what's
I don't know.
crazy about today's world.
not
And
bad.
Got so many friends that, I'm like, hey, dude, you need to see a psychologist. I'm not weak.
It's basically what I would call it, or essentially dumb it down to, is basically venting about your fucking day or your week, however often you talk to them.
Man,
It's a judgment-free deal. They're not going to sit there and throw it all back at you. It's a great thing.
But being a psychologist, like, there's no way you have a shitty day. Because all you do is listen to people that are having the worst days of their fucking life.
I still couldn't imagine listening
be an
to everybody's stuff, though.
If you're a psychologist.
Oh,
You walk out there feeling good about yourself, like, fuck, these people have some problems.
Yeah, that's where don't be an empath where you feel what other people say.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
I
you
would
gotta
not be
go
good at
down.
that. It wouldn't work well.
I've had to go see him.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah, I've been through therapy before, and it's a great thing. It's a great tool.
I think anybody who goes through some hard shit, and if you feel like you're not quite where you want to be, it doesn't mean you need to go every day for 15 years straight.
No.
Yeah,
But
because
working through some shit makes you a better human being.
yeah.
it turns out sometimes talking to your buddy, they will give you shitty advice.
Oh yes.
60% of the time, it works every time. Talking to your buddy in the bar about your psychological needs. Turns out it's like Sex Panther.
Your buddy that you're drinking with about
But
your
I don't know,
problem.
but I just been feeling down lately, Nothing's been working right.
You'll be
And
fine.
stuff's tough at work.
Everything's great.
Have a fucking beer, quit being a pussy. I don't need to listen to that.
I mean, that's why, especially coming from like the blue collar, like construction site, you know, like, if one of your buddies on the construction site was like, I'm feeling down. $20, you don't do it, bro. Like, I mean, that's how that mentality would go in there.
Oh, it's like Office Space when he's like, what would you say if somebody came up to you and said, looks like you have a case of the Mondays? I'd probably punch him right in the fucking face. I'm not gonna lie.
You think I'm fucking sad right now? Why'd you worry about yourself, you fucking
Like, I'd punch him right in the fucking face.
But I think we've gotten a little better with that, but I don't want us to go too far. It's kind of like collegiate players not getting paid enough money.
Yeah.
To actually, like, do the job that they're doing to now where the NIL era has kind of gone. I think it's the same thing. It's like, we need to give grace with mental health stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. But at the same time, you don't need to give them, like, $4.5 million for talking about their sob story.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
part of life is getting over it.
Phil Jackson always said, like, reason made him a good coach because he was always a better psychologist.
Yeah.
To
know how to motivate them.
Know how to motivate it and, work with superstars that all got egos.
That's the thing. They all have an ego.
Every one of them.
Yep.
Yeah, but don't ask Jerry Krause. He wanted to blow the entire thing up. Because some guy who can't fucking run the goddamn floor is going to sit there and say, like, oh, I think the mentality of all of these people is going to be astronomically changing for the overall projection of this team that's won 3 fucking championships in a row.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So you think back on that. Like, why? Why didn't you just keep the band together until they stopped winning?
You would have sold more. You would have made more.
Yeah.
You try to overthink it. I don't know. Why the fuck would you trade the most beloved person in an entire city on any sports franchise for Anthony Davis in a bag of crumbs?
Yeah,
Why
that Tom
would you do
Brady
something?
trade was a really bad trade.
No, because you think you know more than the entirety of the deal, and people said like, oh, well, Luka and the Lakers ending up losing in the second round, like that's gonna make everybody in Dallas feel so much better about that trade. What are you talking about? We had a better team, top to bottom. You're gonna tell me Austin Reeves is Kyrie Irving? I know Kai ended up tearing his ACL. AD gets hurt, but like you're gonna tell me Luka on that team? Like, you're going to tell me that wasn't a proponent in the playoffs?
You knew they can't go very far in the playoffs because you have, and no diss to Luka or LeBron, defense isn't one of their specialties that they play. So now you have 2 guys out on the floor, they're liabilities.
Liability is a harsh word.
Well, I shouldn't say liability, but I did read that stat where Luka.
That one time when you were at a 5-second stat.
No, they
had
had
it
it up.
up.
Luka got
Human
beat.
beings' entire, like,
60
lives.
65.9% of he got beat to the hole in this series. Luka did.
Okay. Where's your backside help? Where's your transition defense?
Well, okay, that's what I'm
Where's
talking
your
about. Then
speed
you
to take
also
care
have
of that?
LeBron standing out there going, ugh, fuck that. I don't like defense. Unless I can come from behind and block it and make it look cool. I don't know. I thought Luke.
I think that's a clip take. That's not a. I
mean,
watched a lot
Man,
of them.
if you think
play
Luke
take.
is a lockdown defender, you're drinking too much today.
I don't think he's a lockdown defender, but to call him a liability when his plus or minus with his offensive ability composed to, in comparison to what he does on defense, like, yeah, he's not Sean Marion on defense, but he is Dirk on offense. And you think Dirk wasn't a liability?
Yeah, the game has changed, though, since Dirk.
Dirk was a problem on defense.
Oh, yeah, Dirk.
Consistently,
Dirty
especially late in his career.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That bad word.
It doesn't matter when you put up 5 points on the offensive side on
Unless
a
you're giving
nightly
up
basis
40 on the
when it
defense.
matters. He didn't give up 40 on the defense because his plus minus wasn't +5.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if you watch basketball games, you know that Luka's getting beat. I mean,
yeah, he's getting beat and he's getting put into situations where he was injured this year. Then he gets forced back into it. Then he goes to play with a brand new team where he doesn't have quite as much chemistry. And then he goes into the playoffs and he doesn't quite have that night. But then he drops 45 buckets and is a problem on defense in his debut against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to look at one player, one clip, or one highlight and say, like, oh, he's bad on defense because Stephen A. says it.
well, I didn't.
But, like, watching the game,
He's bad on defense.
watch the whole game.
I do watch their games because I hate LeBron.
So you just look for all the bad things to say about LeBron?
No, I don't really care. I mean, I'm just saying, like, that team's not. And I felt like Luka, like, his attitude got shittier and a lot more whiny. And I get.
Yeah, when you have a shitty workspace and a shitty general manager and a shitty ownership group that comes in, go to work every day and then try and be like your super positive self.
No,
That's where
not
it's
with
just
Dallas. Like, on the Lakers. Like, I mean.
There's so much more. Rob Pelinka, I get it. LA,
Yeah, I mean, you're.
shooting different commercials, constantly being blown up ESPN's ass. Like you're
Yeah.
expected to be the greatest thing in the world. I get that side of it. But if you're not 100% healthy, you get traded off another team, and then 3 months later, you're trying to play for a spot in the NBA playoffs. That doesn't translate to who somebody is as an athlete and a competitor.
Yeah,
What are you texting back right now?
What? I'm looking something up.
Let's hear the sports facts.
Goodness.
Frosty, let's talk about your irons right now. Alan's gonna look up some information. I'm gonna freewheel it from the cuff.
Okay.
So you got new irons. What company did you go with?
PXG.
PXGs. And they are called what?
They are... I'm hoping to get the upgrade to the Black Ops irons.
Right. Because we ordered you the O211s.
Yep.
And then they sent an offer for 15% off where you were looking at the Black Ops set.
Yep. To upgrade to the newer technology. And
did they give you any more clubs in that, or was it just the same?
I think there was 6 clubs in that. So I think it was 5 through wedge, I believe.
Oh, there you go. Gap wedge?
Yeah.
So a 5 through gap wedge instead of the 5 through pitching wedge.
I believe
so.
We
were initially kind of going.
Yeah. With. Yeah, so no, I'm really excited about them. They're supposed to be a good game improvement club. It's kind of what they're designed for.
Yeah.
Give you a little bit more trajectory and a
little
bit more forgiveness.
Call it more forgiving camber.
Yes.
On the bottom side for your turf interaction.
Yep.
What do you got, Fish?
Nothing right now.
I figured.
Sure.
Ain't no stats and facts.
Well, there was. His last 2 years, previous blow-by rate on defense, he was letting 44.7% of his people blow by him for a late.
Okay.
What's it now?
Do you want to look at the percentage of those games where he was injured or on the injury report?
Hey, we can't take this. If you're on the fucking
floor... Do you see him in the
play.
finals last year? He's got his ribs wrapped. He's got his knee wrapped up. It's 5 minutes before tip-off, and he's still got heat on it.
Making $80 million, and then there's some poor guy in the NHL that's getting paid $500,000 that's got life-threatening injuries, and he's out on the ice. Fucking
no offense to the guys in the NHL. They play for 45 seconds at a time.
Oh, they do minute shifts. But
yeah, you gotta go full bore. Hang on. Hey, buddy, you're live on the Fundayz Sports Podcast. Yeah, you decided to call, and it's at a great time, so I decided to answer you on the old Apple Watch and put you up next to the old microphone. Yeah? How'd it go? Good. I'm excited for you. The game's been going well, right? Yeah, Trackman Pro sounds a lot different from real life pro, but I'm glad it's translating. I know it's really hard when we can't actually play like during the winter time, but I'm glad to hear it went well. I tried to kick Frosty in the dick and stop listening to what you were saying. But the course is flat. A lot of OB or anything? Oh yeah, brother. Well, having a great time.
Practice is a big A.
Anal.
Let me give you a shot back in like an hour.
Anal.
Remember, kids. Practice.
All right, buddy. Love you.
Anal?
Kind of reminds me of like a Duke Nukem voice. Suck my dick, pig.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
just over here
Having
living
a fucking
You go on a phone
with
conversation,
somebody who had a-
we go on Duke Nukem over here, dude.
They're playing a practice round for their U.S. Open qualifier, and it's like, yeah, Duke Nukem. Let's just fucking get after it right now.
that guy's an
It's just
inspiration.
like, Jesus, fuck.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't know the context of the phone call, I guess.
No, you're totally. It was Tristan.
Oh. Yeah, it's fucking
Where's he
Tristan.
playing at?
It's not just Tristan. I don't know. Somewhere. That's where I'm going to call him back in more of an hour so I can hear more of kind of what the hell was going on.
Okay, so it's not like it was like some dude that you called up for an interview here that you did not tell me about, and all of a sudden I'm like, Duke Nukem, suck my fucking dick.
Duke Nukem. And right now we have President Donald Trump and J.D. Vance on the phone. Suck my dick, Duke Nukem. Gonna be huge.
That was the greatest. The greatest.
The greatest.
The greatest Duke Nukem impression.
So, now that everybody's taking a piss except me.
Hey, that was a
Oh,
a solid piss.
I'm a goddamn man. I'll hold it.
I won't, man. I'll piss my pants. That's the thing
So,
for me,
since Dave's
planes,
gone-
man.
Since Dave's gone, Luca is a terrible fucking defender. Boy, that strikes a chord, doesn't it? Guys out here.
Oh, that's gonna be funnier than shit when he sees. That's gonna be funny shit. Oh man.
His little close to home because we play for Dallas.
Yep.
Andy Dufresne.
We're talking about your gay shit.
Oh shit. Oh, I think I gotta look. Didn't is it preseason still for the WNBA? Yes. You got to talk about it, man. Caitlin Clark.
No offense to the WNBA, but I
Care.
do not pay
I
attention.
don't care. I'm sorry, ESPN, because today I accidentally took the dogs to the lake, and I had SportsCenter on playing, and then they were giving me an entire update on what the WNBA season was doing when I came back, so I'm sorry for giving you fake viewership. I'm really sorry. I forgot to turn the TV off. It's my fault.
Yeah. You're inflating it, man.
Should have been.
You're the problem.
I'm the problem.
You're the problem.
I'm the problem.
What about this 100 guys versus a silverback gorilla, the big debate?
I don't know.
Dude,
Dive into that.
there's no possible way 100
What?
dudes can take down a silverback gorilla.
I think they
100
could.
guys?
100 dudes. No way.
I think 100 guys could do it. And I'll present my theory.
Fire
And I want one back.
This is just the science behind it. Eventually, the gorilla's going to run out of steam because 100 guys, 1v1, that gorilla's going to toss you around the room, all kinds of shit.
No matter who the human being is.
Yeah,
Let's look up.
but if we,
100 what guys? Are we talking 100 average guys? Are we
I
talking
think you'd
100
have to
guys
go
who are
average.
farmers?
I think you'd have to say average.
The average guy?
Average guy.
Shout out California for bringing the averages down. Silverback.
California. One average Californian.
Average. That means you have like 6 furries.
Just a fucking
Ooh, but we didn't take any.
Probably,
army of
12.
street performers.
no, probably 3 Navy SEALs. Don't
So-
forget about those guys.
You got the tough dudes mixed
I
in
feel
too.
like I
You
go
do.
for 3 Navy
But
SEALs.
you're gonna have to have at least 20 of them. Like you're gonna sacrifice 20.
No doubt about it.
minimum.
You're running
Minimum.
through numbers, dude. We're on the losing end.
Yeah, like you hope your number's around 100.
You gotta either fight like a Spartan or somebody in Xerxes' army.
So a silverback gorilla can
It's like
weigh
the movie
up to
300, right? I mean, jeez.
can weigh up to 400 pounds and stand between 5'5" and 6 foot tall. making them the heaviest primates alive.
Yeah.
I've seen primates walk around South Dakota gas stations that kind of push that whole momentum.
I don't.
Very true. I've seen them at Walmart at 3 in the fucking morning.
Oh,
Big pimp.
they're actually.
Hey, what about 100 NFL offensive linemen?
I
Is
still
that
think
an
with
easy yes?
yeah, I think he would run out of. He would just like exhaust himself eventually.
Does cardiac arrest count as a win?
He doesn't hold up.
It's a win, man. Like,
He tires out, man.
Okay, so that's where I feel like we need a little more push for like the 100 men.
Yeah, I think the 100 guys got it.
You have diabetes.
100 men with
100 men with
100 men with heart
is it
disease
an
versus
old
one
silverback
healthy gorilla.
Mid-aged. Yeah.
We'd probably say mid-age, so they're in the prime of
So
their
they're in the
career.
prime of their life. Okay.
Or if you're LeBron, then we say 35 because that's the prime of his career.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out some.
Try to throw in that little wrench into the cog. The back row.
You fucking assholes.
Oh, here. Let's go here. Holy girl in silverback is twice the weight of an adult man. They are 9 times stronger than an adult male.
9
If you
times.
did 9 times stronger than one person, so then that would be 90 men, correct? And then there would be 100 men for the overall total. So then the strength of the 100 men, if they could coincide all of the different strengths, that percentage would then outlast the gorilla. But the gorilla has one cerebral cortex that's dictating his movements and motions.
Well, if you think about it too, just waves. You can't physically have 100 things attack one thing at once.
Sure.
So it would be
Unless they have extraordinary leaping ability.
Now you're thinking, like, because it's maybe 6 foot tall.
yeah. So I mean, he's going to be constantly fighting. This gorilla is, where the guys are going to be fresh every time going into it.
Boy, that first
Wave, you're
that
fucked,
first
dude.
wave, you better come with the thunder because you were gonna get your ass fucking.
You're on a boat in Normandy, France, dude, and you're the first guy on that boat.
Okay, so 100 guys in the first 25 are pedophiles.
Yes.
How do we feel about this point now?
Oh,
Because I feel
sent
really good
25 more
about
gorillas
donating
in.
25 lives to it.
That I have no problem with.
Yeah, no, you just shit, you open the gorilla cage and there's 25 more of them that roll out, and you're like, whoa, hold on, they're
Oh
not
no! The gorilla got
Hey,
the pedophile
like when you
enclosure.
work for the one company and they're you're trying to drop some off at someone's house and the mean ass dog's right behind the old lady and she's got the old foot doing that. Yeah, stay in here, stay in here, stay in here.
Oh, he's really a
Just
sweetheart.
Yeah, 25 pedophiles, he done.
Yeah.
Done.
What
Go.
if they won though?
God, I need to get a meaner dog.
No.
I only have 3 Labradors
hate
and 1
dogs.
Beagle right now. I need to... Dude, I think I'm going to get...
I don't think you need another dog.
I think I'm going to get a guardian dog.
Yeah, that would be
I think
like
I'm
a
gonna do
cane
it.
Corso or, something.
Great Pyrenees mix.
No,
Like the ones that we rescued off the side of the highway the other day.
the Great Pyrenees though, they're gentle dogs.
Yeah, until you're a coyote. Or a silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
Silverback gorilla, dude, versus a dog.
9 times stronger. Like 9 times stronger, but are we talking like
I feel like the way that I could take a silverback gorilla with one dog would be having a Great Pyrenees, or I could have a Chihuahua. One of the two. And the only weapon that I have would be a 50 cal.
Yeah.
I think I could take a
You
silverback
drop
at that point.
fucker.
No, you can't do that.
I think I could do it with one dog and a 50 cal. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we'd be
You
able
throw
they
the
do
chihuahua at him to distract him while you load
do
up the
say
No,
fucking
that
50
Chihuahua's
cal.
gonna run
The
away. It's
silverback
probably
gorilla
faster.
is a gentle natured gorilla.
Yeah.
Until you would have to threaten it. So, yeah, you send that little fucking chihuahua in there, that thing come by you 300 fucking miles an hour.
It can't run 300.
Oh, he could get thrown 300, I bet you.
It could probably...
He's 9 times stronger than the average man. Guy go 100 mile an hour fastball.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like he has, like, Max Scherzer's, like, delivery on throwing a chihuahua.
You watch that fucking gorilla throw a fucking slider with that chihuahua, man. He got some movement on that thing.
Okay, so how fast can a silverback move? Can we see top
I would say,
in duration?
I'm going to say like 15 mile an hour tops. Like when they're full on fucking bucking.
Feel like
25 miles an hour.
25?
Up to 25 miles
Up
an hour.
to 25.
Up
Okay.
to 25.
20 to 25 miles an hour.
Pretty good guess, Frosty.
Yeah.
Over short distance, the speed may be surprising for that animals can weigh up to 500 pounds.
Damn.
But their more powerful legs and arms enable rapid bursts of movement.
Okay, so how fast can a chihuahua go? Look that up next. I'm just wondering if we eventually get to the poison.
Top speed
To
of
the
the
Persian.
Cuervo Taco Bell dog.
He's not Speedy Gonzalez.
Hey, yo, bark, bark.
Hey, yo, bark, bark. Shout out Andrew Santino.
Yeah, no shit. Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino.
Oh,
Alright, I want you to be my dad.
oh, hey, a
Hey.
Chihuahua
Bark, bark.
actually is going to give it a pretty good race because it can run up to 21 miles an hour.
Alright, so let's say Chihuahua is trained like a traditional hunting dog.
Yep.
For this area. A pheasant dog. So they run out 30 yards, loop back.
Yep.
If a Chihuahua maintains a certain amount of space, and a man's got a 50 cal on the backside,
Yeah.
let's say the Chihuahua goes out, shows the threat, starts running back. I think a Chihuahua's rate of speed versus a gorilla's actual speed back to it, I'm pretty sure your trigger time could account for 3 miles an hour.
Oh,
Top end.
top end. You could take a gorilla down with the 308 or
Yeah, if you're using a weapon.
I don't want to try anything
6'5".
smaller. Oh, like Mongo in Blazing Saddles. Don't shoot him. You'll just make him angry.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to take any chances.
Mongo.
Mongo. Here comes Mongo.
But 100 men versus Silverback. Kind of circling.
It could
back
be
to it.
possible. I mean,
It's got to be well timed and well executed.
I think the gorilla would just wear out eventually.
Frosty's going cardiac arrest.
I'm
What
going to
do you
go,
think, Fish?
you would have to have a mix of really good mixed martial arts dudes with Navy SEALs guys. And
To take him out.
they take him out. Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
No weapons. That's the other big thing about this one.
Yeah.
No weapons.
Man, a Navy SEAL is just a weapon in themselves. So, I mean,
Can you imagine trying to put a rear naked choke on a fucking gorilla?
just my uncle, motherfucker.
Kevin Forever thinks
Yeah,
he's
the guy
blocked.
coached in the Silverback. He's like, tuck the chin! Tuck the chin!
And he's just like,
Dude, you gotta get to your feet.
Yeah, if he gets his hands back, he's
roll out of it. Roll out of it.
You're gonna pass the Chihuahua if he gets his hand on you.
This
You
guy's
go,
craps
well, how
are
much can they
ridiculous.
like a Joe Milton pass down the... She got over 80 yards. You know it, nothing but a G thing. A gorilla thing.
How much can they? Oh, right here. Let's ask it. Oh man, this brings a whole new that their strength. This brings a whole new. Their capacity of lifting is that from anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 pounds.
Holy shit.
But how many reps? And again, to Frosty's point, like, you got 100 guys.
Got 100 dudes, man.
Oh, Jesus. Their bite, if they bit you,
Oh, somebody's getting bit. Trust me.
1,300 pounds per square inch, which
Yeah.
is twice as powerful as the lion.
Yeah.
Stay away from his mouth. That's a big thing.
I think if you're one of the first 10 guys, you don't have a choice as to where you're going. He's
just dive bomb him.
just
Here's a side portion.
Superman punch right to the forehead.
American World War II veterans
Yeah.
versus silverback gorilla.
Oh,
While the World War II veterans are actually in their prime,
Okay.
100 of them.
Smoking no filters. Them guys fuck that guy up.
Oh, yeah.
The gorilla.
Yes.
Is
They
that
eat-
how much weaker we've gotten as a society?
Those guys
yeah.
are eating that fucker.
Oh, yeah.
Or just soft? So I think this should be one thing that's on every man's radar right now. I think we all need to do our part to work out to a point where if we were one of 100 people fighting a gorilla, I don't know, we should just all work out to the point where, like, we could probably make it happen.
Yeah. It's- We're gonna just go to the zoo. We're gonna go to the San Diego Zoo.
We're going to
100 of us
in
showing up in the
chapter
same shirts. Matching shirts.
100 guys.
All
1
numbered.
through 100.
1 through
Fundayz
100. And we're putting an end to this debate.
Oh, hey boys, I forgot to hit record.
The lens was on. The cap was on. I don't know what to tell you.
He lost 37 men.
No.
There are 45 more critically wounded.
They're just playing background music.
The last person was running circles around with the gorilla, and he
Just
died
doing
of
color commentary on it. Be like, oh shit.
Oh, look, Dad's calling. Hey, Dad.
Harambe called. He said, fuck you.
Wham.
his yoga bench.
Oh.
No shit.
So, mate, I don't. There's a possibility, but with a lifting capacity of 4,000 pounds and a biting capacity of 1,300 pounds per square inch, I don't know. I don't even think the Navy SEALs and mixed martial art dudes mixed up together could do it.
Yeah.
I just don't think so.
You don't think they could, like, two guys could form a tandem of a rear naked choke and just totally
That's my
incapacitate?
Strong hand, Frog.
Give me a strong hand.
You're gonna have to use my hands. You're gonna have to use my strong hand.
My germs.
So, I was gonna ask the stamina of like
Oh,
the
silverback.
average gorilla.
And, like, how far can they run at 25 miles an hour?
Oh, here, this brings another point into it that we didn't know. They can jump up to 4 feet high. I mean, there's some facts here, boys, that what if we chain them to the ground?
Before I was thinking of this gorilla being on the ground the entire time. Now I have to worry about him being 4 foot off the ground.
He looked
And
like
airborne.
Mortal Kombat just.
All right, side question. 100 guys was Donkey Kong. Who wins?
That's basically what we're asking right
Definitely.
now.
We're gonna see that live here.
Well, DK's got it.
Oh shit, there's a barrel. He threw a fucking barrel. Who throws a barrel?
Yeah, it's Donkey Kong.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, it turns out he's also, like, he wears a tie. He gets up every day. He kisses his family goodbye.
That's the schedule.
So you guys just, like, want to kill this one gorilla because his family has a deal?
How was like Donkey Kong coming home from work? And she's
How about
like,
10 guys versus a chimp?
how was your day? A chimp? Ooh. 10 dudes versus. I think the chimp would win
I'm
that
gonna
one.
take the chimp.
I'm taking the chimp. They'll rip your face off, man.
You like an old spider monkey.
Dude, they'll rip your face off, bite your fingers off. They're mean. John Mulaney, he did a great bit on Saturday Night Live as a judge dressed up as a chimp. And he did the whole, like, characteristics of the chimp. He's like, now don't smile at me, because I see that as a form of aggression. And he's like, now present me a shiny object, so I'm on your side now.
Yeah, you're delicious pottery.
Yeah, it was a funny deal.
So no weapons, but what if the 100 men could distract the gorilla with a shiny object?
Ooh. Okay, now the real question for me, what if it was like a super intelligent gorilla? Like Coco the gorilla that did the sign language and stuff, like tried talking to you beforehand?
Like,
it would ruin me. I couldn't do it.
He's just telling you you're about ready to get your ass.
He'd be like, I love you. And you're like, oh, and then
and it turns out Coco's just like double middle fingers. Chop.
L for love.
Just, I don't know.
And just rips your face off.
Possible.
One versus one, there's no
one
doubt
versus
about
one,
it.
There's no way.
Gorilla's got you.
No, not 1v1.
There's no fucking way. What about 10? Like you said with the chimp, but with the gorilla? No. Even if the chimp would have won, then I'd say no.
Like, they're so elusive.
Dude, chimps, they're like stronger than 3 dudes put together.
They can move, too.
Dude.
Breaking
Strong.
news on the primate war.
Angry. Chimps.
You guys ever watch Planet of the Apes? They win. But it's more than one ape.
They band together.
Wait, one time. They're 1.5 times stronger, physically stronger than humans to pull weight and jump. Their grip strength is estimated at 441 pounds.
Wow. They'll crush your scrotum into a diamond.
Boy, come on, boys, give a firm handshake.
Every kiss begins with kiss.
Just be powder.
I'll take the deal.
I don't blame you. Well, boys, we're at a good wrap-up point, and you want to know why?
Why?
Because the wind stopped blowing outside, and I want to fucking go play golf.
All right, sounds good, man.
I threw my golf shit in.
Smart man. Smart man.
Yeah,
so next weekend, we'll be live from the Blue Goose Sports Bar.
Sports Bar at the Blue Goose.
Is it okay if I plug right now?
Yeah, you're good,
Yeah,
man.
no shit. Go for it.
Next week, we'll be live at the Sports Bar and Grill called the Blue Goose Cantina, or something along those lines, in Oneida, South Dakota. We're going to have Clark Jordery on. Clark was there.
It's the Blue Goose Sports Bar.
It's just the Blue Goose Sports Bar.
Will you guys let me make it sound
really
nice?
fancied the fuck out of that.
Can I?
Okay, I'm done interrupting it.
Sorry,
You're
yep.
good. You're good.
1,300 pounds per square inch on that bite, brah. All right, let's go golf.
Yeah, there's
Hey, peace
more
out.
pounds per bite on every dog when I try and give them a treat and they snatch my hand.
Hand
Fuckers
snatchers.
are good at getting a finger.
Between boxers, Labradors, and a really hungry German short-haired pointer.
Oh,
Oh, here's
Yeah.
the other thing. How about 100 wolves versus silverback gorilla?
wolves. Those guys are dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty.
I think the wolves, they get them down. Like, they'd be attacking, like, everything. Like, biting as a kill, or whatever they got for, like, an Achilles tendon and shit.
And wolves are smart. They would figure out how all 100 of them
Oh, yeah.
could hit it at the same time.
They'd be, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shout out to extinct elk and deer up in the bighorns.
Yeah.
Fair enough on that point. So the Grey Goose Sports Bar and Grill is
Blue
where it
Goose.
will be next week. We're going to talk about the Grey Zabel draft day. We're going to talk about Clark's overall memorabilia collection that he has there as well. I'm excited.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
it's going to be a good time. We've got a lot of cool stuff in there, a lot of historical stuff in there that it's going to be pretty sweet. Yeah.
I'm ready to go golf.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, it's too nice of a day.
Yep.
We love you guys, but we'll see you next time. Next week we'll be live at the Blue Goose Sports Bar and Grill. Not really a grill, but we're going to have a damn good time. Breaking 30, episode 3 is going to be coming to you shortly. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. See ya.
See you guys.
Shout out.